Welcome to another episode of Three Things in 3 Minutes. My name is Damon King. I'm a certified financial planner professional, a licensed investment advisor, a licensed insurance professional with Chapelwood Financial Services. I'm also the lead instructor for the Rocky Retirement Financial Enrichment Series at Francis Tuttle Technology Center. If you've been investing in the stock market for any length of time, you probably noticed that it can be kind of weird and crazy sometimes. Some days it's up, some days it's down. It makes you feel like you've got split personality syndrome, doesn't it? Well, here are 3 reasons that the stock market is just plain weird. Number 1, the market attracts more fortune tellers than astrology. If I tried to tell you what your fortune was going to be based upon the positions of stars and planets on the day of your birth, you'd probably look at me, laugh, and roll your eyes a little bit. If I tried to tell you what the weather was going to do 5 years from now, you'd say that's impossible. Nobody can do that. Why then do we think it's possible that we can predict the movements of the stock market on any kind of consistent basis, whether it's over 5 years, 12 months, 2 weeks, or even 24 hours? Nobody has consistently shown and proven that they can predict what the market is going to do. It's impossible to time the market, but people try to do it all the time. I don't know exactly why. I can't give you an answer why. Probably based in greed a little bit. If we think we can make some money off of the market, off of somebody else's supposed information, well, we're going to try. But the reality is, you can't predict the market any more than you can predict what your future is going to hold. Number 2, bad news is good and good news is bad. When bad news comes out about the market, it sends the prices down. Investors get excited. Why? Well, because everything's cheaper to buy. Our limited money can stretch further. We can buy more stocks. When good news comes out or we're riding a trend upwards, that's bad. Why? Why do investors not like that? Well, because everything is overpriced. It's selling at a premium. It also means that it's more likely the Fed is going to raise interest rates. Anytime that the market is overheated, the Fed tries to combat that by raising interest rates. So we like bad news. We celebrate bad news because it means we can buy more. We don't like good news because it means everything's overpriced. Name another industry where we celebrate bad news and we don't like good news. It's crazy. It's schizophrenic. And number 3, if you evaluated your financial advisor the same way you evaluated company stocks, you would fire your financial advisor. You expect your financial advisor to look at the long term. 10, 15, 20 years down the road. Certainly you want them to pay attention to current events, but for the most part, you're in this for the long term. You want your financial advisor to have a long-term outlook. But when it comes to the companies that you invest in, all you really care about are the last 90 days, the last quarterly performance. That's why companies have quarterly performance phone calls, because we care about what's happened in the last 90 days. And if they don't perform well in that 90 day, if they fail to meet their earnings forecasts, we punish them. It's kind of an interesting thing that in the market, the companies that take more of a long-term approach and they don't really care about quarterly performance reviews, they tend to get punished in the market by having the values of their stocks depressed. So those are 3 reasons why the stock market is just plain weird. And my advice to you is don't let the crazy get to you. Stick to a long-term, well-thought-out plan. Don't worry about short-term fluctuations because you can't predict them anyway. So thanks so much. Give us a like, give us a share down at the bottom. And if you've got a question or a comment, leave that down there as well. We'll do our best to respond to your questions. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.